Hello, ladies and gentlemen, dude and dudettes. Matt Burns here.
And I am Batmoons.
Batman's.
Batmoons.
Nana.
No, I'm actually more awesome than that. So I am James Irvine.
He is.
And
He is James Irvine. No.
if you are listening to us for the first time, you will find out that we are full of shit and talk a lot of bollocks.
May have to add that onto the description one of these days.
Yeah.
Talking all things wrestling and bollocks.
That's why we call it winging it. Because we talk a load of bollocks. And yes, I did just break the Sunday 6 p.m. watershed.
But we just remember we do actually have a bit of a barrier.
Yeah, but because it's Sunday and I've got the trumps, I can do what I want.
So, would you kindly?
Yes, without further ado, I bring to you, at not 2:15, the Sunday 6 p.m. watershed. The following broadcast may contain language, opinions and topics that may not be suitable for younger listeners or for those that are a bunch of pussies. However, I do believe that playing on a console, which isn't an Xbox, is much easier on the eyes and ears.
Lies.
It's not lies.
Lies.
It's not lies. It's all factual.
No, it's not. It's lies.
It's all factual, and you know it to be true.
No,
Just
it's lies.
Your heart and your world will not be blue.
Lies. Anyway, I'll just say, we both have different consoles. I have the Xbox consoles. Irvine has the PlayStation consoles.
The better one.
However, I'm not one to sit there and say which one's better because I'm not bloody bothered, because they should all play the same games and be all part of the same gaming community.
You have seen that video, haven't you?
Which one?
The one where it's the gaming world online in real life. Hey, you! What's your name? What? I said, what's your name? Tony! Tony, yeah! Fuck you, Tony! That's the gaming world in a nutshell, and you know it is.
Then you've also got to include the PC builders as well.
Ugh.
There you go.
Why did you have to swear at me?
I apologise.
Ugh. Clicky, clicky, mouse, mouse, clicky, clicky, mouse, mouse.
Oh, look, I've actually got this. And so what I'm just going to do is just download some cheats onto my PC so I can abuse the system.
Somebody's upset you again.
What?
You never normally bring up cheat codes or anything like that unless it's a PC. It's because we all know they do it, that's why. If you don't, you're a bunch of lying bastards.
Damn right, but we can probably discuss gamer rage if we ever decide to get round to actually be able to do some TBT gaming.
Oh, you mean the thing that we've been promising for over 12 months?
And longer.
That's why I said over 12 months.
Yeah. Pretty much. But anyway, we're not here for that. I'm not here for that. Although it could end up turning into a wrestling match if I ever catch that cheating idiot.
Oh, God, I told you somebody'd upset you. What's up with you now?
Or to aimbots. Enough said.
You love it, though. You love it. I can just imagine you sitting in that bloody rocking chair that you call a gaming chair. And I could just imagine you going beetroot red and raging the shit out of everything.
Not red. Purple.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
It's gonna be one of them. It's gonna be one of them. It was that bad. Like, the incident was. I believe it was like, keep calm, blood pressure, blood pressure, blood pressure. God damn it!
Don't forget, matey. You need to calm down.
I felt like a certain owner of the Daily Bugle.
It's Spider-Man.
Anyway, that aside, let's get down and continue on with business, which is, of course,
Let's get down to business.
The burning truth is and always will be advocates for Black Lives Matter.
We're also advocates for #speaking out.
And we, of course, are friends of the LGBTQ plus community.
God damn it, I'm so glad you actually mentioned that beforehand.
Why is that?
Because I already fucked up my own intro. How the fucking hell? Already fucked up the watershed. So, I was hoping for round 2, really.
Round 2.
Fight.
But genuinely, actually, I might do another topic to mention to you after we're off the air, because no way we do it on air. No.
What?
Just no.
Why? Is it not going to be comedic, or is it a rage monster moment?
It's one of them. It's funny, but at the same time, it's like, oh boy, that could be. Someone could take it the wrong way.
Controversial.
Potentially.
Well, controversy is one of our main topics, so...
We'll get on. Yeah. We'll address that elephant in the room when we get to it. But anyway, before we get there, would you like to discuss anything that you did yesterday? Well, it was originally recorded yesterday, but got released today. But that was due to, unfortunately, some editing issues.
Yeah, you seem to have a lot of them editing issues just lately, don't you? And you know something? Thank fuck it isn't me that has to do it. Me and technology don't go well.
I think it's the fact that you like the fact that when you see me just losing my rag, and I'm just like rocking back and forth in my church going, it'll work.
Hang on a minute, you do that anyway?
Shh. No one knows that.
Nobody knows it better. Nobody knows it quite like you.
Anyway, that aside, what about the vlog? And yes. You might have noticed that I've actually not said the blog, because technically it's a vlog.
Well, there's no technically about it. It is a vlog.
Yeah.
There's a reason why I used when you kept calling it a blog.
Yes.
But then again, you are just one for, confusing entertainment.
But then again, at least you've got your own title card for it now.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I bet that
title
caused
card.
You rage.
What?
I bet that caused you a few hours of rage.
When I didn't know how it worked.
Oh, yes.
God damn it! Of course. But anyway, would you like to discuss about your blog or any hints? Or just say it's there?
No. I think what people should do is actually head over to the TBT website and actually enjoy seeing my face.
Yes.
I think you should all enjoy and bask in the glory of my face. It's a beautiful face.
It's not vain, really.
I'm not. It's a pretty face.
Pretty face. But anyway, it's there. Check it out. So, let's address wrestling. I'm just going to say this. Yes, last week there were certain things, topics that we weren't able to cover because there was that damn much content for us to try and go through, because we had to go through the whole of December, early January, and we tried to fit in as much as we can.
Yes.
Now, I
Yes,
know... Go on.
Yes, we did. It was like trying to fit sausage meat into a sausage skin. We were going to break it if we carried on going. And why do I get the feeling that you thought you were thinking that as a dirty comment?
No, I thought I was going to say something else, but not today, Joe. Not today. Not today.
Not today, Joe. That is just not fair. It just means that I'm always putting money in the jar.
I'm trying to be good.
No.
Anyway, that aside, yes, we might have even suggested that we were going to cover some of it this week. However, it's got to the point where there's that much of it coming through, and so much news and everything we're having to cover. And no, this is not the news.
No, this isn't the news.
Right. The point being is,
try and make it sound even more more interesting by sounding very nasally about it.
news.
Voice, trying to be manly.
Point being is, basically, there's that much. It's impossible for us to keep up with it all. And the fact is, by the time we catch up with it, it's like, yeah, we've caught up with it. What about this week? Fuck!
Yeah, so we'll just be a week behind all the time, so it's pointless. So what we're going to do is we are just going to stick with what has happened this week.
Oh boy.
Which makes really.
Do we begin?
Maybe start with the elephant in the room.
Vince, you're a fucking idiot.
Oh, I don't think this is Vince McMahon.
No, it depends on which elephant in the room you're addressing.
The one that seems to be a reoccurring theme.
And again, which elephant in the room? Because there's more than one incident. Because God damn it!
Well, let's just put it down to the most racist one. I mean, recent one.
And
difficult, isn't it?
not that. I was going to say, I could have said which one again still, because depending on how you look at it. But anyway, I know exactly which one you're referring to. I take you in about a certain rename.
Oh, yeah, because we all know that WWE Creative are absolutely mint at renaming things, especially wrestlers.
Oh, boy.
Especially wrestlers.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
How do we even go into this situation?
I don't know. Maybe by saying that if you want to destroy your company from the inside out, why not go turn to Nazi Germany? Really? Apparently, the kids go nuts for that stuff.
No. Anyway, let's just get down to it and just state what's. Let's just address it. Basically, Walter, who is an internationally known wrestler around the world.
Wait. Who's that?
Walter.
No, it doesn't sound very racist.
No. You know, the guy who has the truck that is basically a cardiac machine.
Ah, yes. You mean Gunther?
Now Gunther.
Wow, and it's not just Gunther though, is it?
It is just Gunther now. Because of the backlash.
Yes, but it wasn't just Gunther though, was it?
No. I'm just wondering if they probably just thought, let's go with Gunther and just grab a surname from Game of Thrones, maybe.
Well, I thought that. I would have thought, like, you know, I would have thought they'd have gone with something silly like the Mountain or something like that, or, you know.
They decided to what even worse is, they even got it copyrighted. The name copyrighted.
Yeah, I think there should only be one owner to that name, and thank God he's fucking dead.
I'm just going to say this. The full name was Gunther Starks. Now, the blessing is that when... Well, I wouldn't even say it was a blessing. It was just it just looked a bit out of place. Walter wins a match. Okay, beating Roderick Strong. And as they're announcing the winner of the match... No, he grabs the mic. No. The winner of the match is Gunther. And he didn't get a chance to finish his name because a brawl ended up happening. So it just seemed like, okay, what the hell?
Do you want me to tell you why there was a brawl?
Because probably someone knew about it?
No, because they didn't have enough time to ask how Ross and Rachel were.
Maybe they're on a break.
Oh, dear.
Anyway, point being is, right, didn't get to finish that line. Fine, glad for it. But then when you actually look into it and people are saying, he's being renamed to Gunther Stark. Now, many people decided, let's tap that in. And you think, Walter will appear, won't you?
No, it doesn't.
What appears?
That would be a Nazi commander.
A Nazi U-boat commander. So Dewey renamed Walter into a Nazi U-boat commander. Is that the only similarity?
No, but I have a feeling I may have missed something.
No, there isn't. Are you ready for this? Quick history lesson. Where's Walter from?
Ah, yes. Austria.
Yeah. Which is the same place as a certain former dictator.
Dictator, mass murderer, partial to a bit of blonde hair and blue eyes.
Wait, let me just take this for the record. We're not against anyone who is from Austria at all.
No, definitely not.
Far from it.
It's just all the coincidences that have happened in this thing that is ridiculous.
Now, did we have had to do a U-turn? Now, why do I get the feeling that the writers at WWE thought, yeah, let's go down this route. It'll be a great idea. Make it more believable. No, they end up getting a massive fuck off backlash saying, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, which coincidentally is what we think of WWE every fucking single day of the week. But, what do we know?
What were they thinking? Genuinely. Because I've heard of, throwing shit at the fan and seeing what fucking sticks, but fuck me.
Wait, you throwing at a fan and see what sticks?
To walls.
I may want to clue you in on something, but if you throw something into a fan, including your poo, it's not just going to stick. It's going to go everywhere.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's what WWE's fucking nonsense. They're fucking throwing shit at the fucking fans. They're stealing fucking God knows what. It's going, let's see what sticks. For fuck's sake.
So shit in a fan, see what sticks. Well, my friend, pretty much everything will fucking stick.
Yeah. Where is it? Here, and here.
Oh my god, that's tickled me. That has. Thank you very much for that.
You're welcome. Here, there, and those shit everywhere. For fuck's sake, it's just what the hell are they thinking?
Oh god, no. I just thought of something. It's worse than when in the prequel to Dumb and Dumber, young Harry and Lloyd.
No.
There's shit everywhere.
It is.
There's shit on the floor. There's shit on the ceiling. There's shit on the mirror. It's fucking everywhere.
Pretty much.
Oh, thank you for that. That just tickled me now. Thank you.
Pretty much. And are you ready for this? WWE is not happy right now. They're not happy with NXT 2.0. They think it's failing.
Why do they think it's failing? Because there's not enough, Nazi fucking commanders in there.
No, because there's not enough. They're not getting the sponsors they want from the crowd.
Well, I'm not surprised. You've reduced the fucking seating for NXT. The seating looks fucking stupid. The whole setup looks fucking stupid. Why try to fix what isn't broken?
And they could be rebranding it again.
Devil Hartley, fucking Adam Cole and Joey Gargano, and everybody else is jumping ship because they love the black and gold brand. Yeah. They wear black and gold all the way through when Triple H was running it. As soon as Vince takes over, it's like, no, mate, I don't fucking think so. Why do you think they didn't fucking go up onto the main roster for so long? Because they knew they'd just get shit on. And Karrion Kross, the most idiot person on the fucking planet, Karrion Kross thinking he was fucking better than what he was. Yeah, I can cut it. Gets beaten by Jeff Hardy.
While wearing a gimp mask.
Wearing a gimp mask, and what suspiciously looked like something out of a sex dungeon.
And being told he's a gladiator. And lost his wife. Somehow in the transition.
Yes. She probably thought that the bedroom attire was a bit too much.
Or the fact that she knew that she was going to get released and probably wanted to reduce their, instead of it being a 90-day non-compete clause, wanted to stay at 30.
Fucking hell. Why not do what Jeff Hardy did and just get yourself sacked?
Or what Tony Storm did, buy out a contract and then fucking fly yourself home.
Yeah, but that's the thing with the Karrion Kross that I don't get and I don't particularly like. You know, he seems like a nice guy outside of fucking wrestling or whatever, but just like most people, you know, we saw the big bucks, and that's why I just think that he failed.
I don't think he failed.
No, he did. He failed.
No. And I'm going to be honest here. I don't think he failed.
Are you trying to tell me that WWE Creative failed him?
Yeah.
Wrong. I disagree.
So are you telling me him dressing up as a gimp was his idea?
Oh no, I'm not saying that. What I am saying though.
Then you've also got the Bearcat Lee incident.
Yeah. Well, if you let me finish,
Go on.
I'm trying to say to you is that it was boring. It was about as intimidating as a bag of kittens.
Then he also got rid of his wife, who was probably a selling point for him.
It's not just about her being a selling point, though. His gimmick didn't really work without her.
Yeah.
Without Scarlett.
Yes.
But the problem is that she would have been way better off on her own anyway.
Yes. So they broke him up saying, we're going to bring her up to the main roster. Never debuts.
No, they'd rather just release her.
Yeah. And everyone else. Due to budget cuts.
Oh yes, and budget cuts after such a traumatic year of
earning money.
The highest grossing companies in the fucking world.
Having its most profitable year.
Yeah.
Dodgy as hell, isn't it?
This is why I hope AEW overtake them.
Of course. But anyway, on top, it's just wow. So essentially, they are so upset that they might be rebranding 2.0.
See, now that's just a bad idea in itself. You've already rebranded it once. If you rebrand it again, everyone knows it's failing.
Yeah.
It was failing the moment that they bought out that whole stupid fucking 60s hippie look. Let's just admit it. It looks like a fucking tie-dyed t-shirt.
It just looks like it's been basically probably borrowed from Disney.
Well, let's not go into that, but yeah.
It does. Just wow. But we won't go there. Just
yeah, like I say, I was never a fan of Karrion Kross anyway.
Fine.
So, you know, I wasn't really surprised that he got released. I'm just surprised that it took long enough to do it.
I wasn't the biggest fan of him, but would you like to know exactly the point when the fans turned on him?
The moment he made his debut?
Nope. The moment someone cut a promo against him, said he's over fucking rated and blind as hell. Because basically, you ain't me, baby. Basically, Adam Cole is the reason why. He got no charisma. He's standing next to Adam Cole. What the fuck do you expect to happen?
I will agree with you there.
Oh, look, we're going to try, take out your crossface. Nope, you're boring as fuck. You got Adam Cole, who was a heel. But even as a heel, he just has to put two fingers up, and the crowd just go, Adam Cole, baby.
I bet his missus does that as well. I just thought I'd let that one sink in a little bit first.
I almost had to put money in the jar again.
I think you should just think in it now.
No, so close.
That's what she said.
You put money in the jar, I take it. Yep, cheers.
Yeah, tink, done.
No, I know you've already put it in. Anyway, right. So, aside from that, so basically, no one's getting over it. They got anyone who was part of the Gold brand is basically now buried. The only two people who seem to be, three people who seem to be flourishing from the Black and Gold brand is Cameron Grimes, Carmelo Hayes, and LA Knight.
Nah, I disagree with her.
Go on.
I disagree with you. I think anybody that's successful from the Black and Gold brand being rebranded is Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, Bobby Fish, anyone who's left, really.
No, I mean, as the ones that stayed.
I don't think anyone's a winner there, if I'm being honest. I really, really don't.
No, I'm just saying they haven't been buried yet, is what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah, they've still got to make it. I bet you some of them are going to be making an appearance in the Royal Rumble.
Rumour has it that they supposedly aren't, which is why I think they're actually trying to get extra people using the Forbidden Door, supposedly.
Oh, bollocks.
But then again, that could be WWE's fault for letting go so much talent, due to budget cuts.
This is what it's always going to come down to, their excuse, isn't it? Budget cuts.
Mm-hmm.
Budget cuts.
Budget cuts. It's just always just going to be that way. But anyway, point being is, let's continue on, shall we?
Yeah.
Right. Let's continue. Mustafa Ali's asked for his release, and they've said no.
Oh, yeah, I'd forgot about that.
Yeah, they've refused him.
I'd love to know why, on what grounds they can refuse him a release. They're not using him at the moment.
But they're still paying him.
Yeah, well, if they're thinking budget cuts, if they're crying budget cuts and all that bollocks, then surely they're going to cut, let go people who don't want to be there. Or are they worried about a mass exodus or something?
So basically, it's because they don't want him to supposedly leave and go elsewhere. And it's like, but you just let go of massive talent. So you just said, no, it's almost like if someone says to him, I want to leave. No, you can't. No,
not until we sack you.
Not until they decide it. If it's their idea, it's like, yay, great. By the way, you got 90-day no compete as well. We still have the 90-day non-compete, but what the fuck? You've got nothing for them. So this is what I find so stupid. And this is what I think they're going to do with Mustafa Ali, because they originally had an idea for him because he had a new gimmick and everything. They then wanted to have him claim that the fans are racist towards him, which he didn't want to go down that road because it would be massively uncomfortable for him.
Mm-hmm. It's a bit like turning around to Jeff Hardy and saying, "Oh, I just want you to smoke some weed."
Or imply that you're smoking weed, even though you're a recovering addict. Well fucking done, WWE.
Yeah, it makes sense, doesn't it? How many more people could we possibly insult just by giving them stupid gimmicks?
And then on top of that, it's like, so they're now going to keep him in a forced contract, right? And then when his contract comes near to end, expect him to go, "Oh, thank you for being so gracious and paying me so much money. I want to extend my contract." I'm pretty sure they're going to turn around and just go, "Fuck you."
Wait, I'm just gonna have to stop you there. Why did it sound like then that you just wrapped your hands around your testicles and pulled on them very hard?
Because it fucking hurts.
I'm not being funny, but that was just like, what the fuck?
No, I'm just saying, it's just the fact that they're just going, "Oh, I want to be so gracious." Fuck off. They
Now you
won't
sound
go.
like Mickey Mouse having a wank. What is wrong with you today?
I don't give a fuck right now. It just pisses me off because basically, anybody, if you were in a job and someone wanted to leave, you give your notice and fucking leave. WWE is forcing them to stay in a contract that they don't want to be in anymore. They don't want to be employed anymore.
The thing is, unless you're like a mega superstar, you can't really get away with dictating your contract like certain individuals have done over the years.
Yes.
You can't do it, so you can't get away with it. Not like others can.
Yes, but the thing is, he's unhappy. He's requested his release, and they're just gone, "Nope, we're going to keep you until we're done with you." Oh, but they've also got the ability, if you're not on their shows, to extend your contract.
Yeah, that wouldn't fly with me.
Because if you're injured, you're technically not fit to work, so they'll extend your contract to make up for lost time. How the fuck does that work?
No, I can see what they've done there if we haven't used you, but then that doesn't sound right to me.
Bingo, my point.
It really doesn't sound right because
that's what I mean. So right now they've got him sitting at home doing nothing, not on TV or anything. And all that they're going to do is they're going to make him do nothing, make his stock plummet, and then when it's about to run out, let's just bury him.
I'm not being funny like that, but they kind of buried him when they put him in that stupid fucking group.
So yeah, I think what they're going to do is since that they're probably just going to keep him off TV because I think that was enough of a burial. It was. So they're not going to use him at all until his contract's up.
I'm not being funny, mate. That wasn't a burial. That was a cremation. Not being buried alive, he was cremated alive. He may as well have been anyway.
I think he probably wanted to have been buried alive, as Taker would say.
What?
Oh, don't you remember that? Haven't you seen that?
No.
Look it up when it's from the past where if Undertaker won a certain match, he'd get to have any match against Vince McMahon at WrestleMania. And he just goes, "I've got a match. I want to bury it alive."
That even sounds funny.
It's just how he just says. He just, "Buried alive."
Buried alive.
But as he's doing his fucking... It is funny. But anyway, point being is, well done, WWE. Well done.
Yeah, well done. Well done for burying every single bit of talent that you've got and also at the same time making yourself look like a bunch of racist pricks.
Oh, actually, yeah, because back to the whole name situation, bit of a tip for you, did we? Do you know how to actually stop that from happening? We have technology. You know, you have the internet, you have something that's called fucking Google.
Well, they probably thought that you'd let them know. I'm not even fucking sorry anymore.
No, but am I right though? Instead
You're
of
not
actually
wrong.
doing their fucking research, they just went, "Oh, I know. We'll just go with it and just see what happens."
Yeah, but that's WWE for you. They've always done that. It's always been the case of, oh, let's just throw shit at the wall and see how much of it sticks. You know, that's how you use that comment. Not a fucking fan.
No, I'm just saying, throw it as a fan because that's how much of a fucking mess they're making.
Well, you could have just said, like, they're muck spreading. They're in a field, they're muck spreading. God damn you, Matt Burns.
I don't care. I'm not sorry.
I do care. I do care. I care that much that I don't.
It's just fucking horrible.
It's painful.
Yep.
I'm not going to lie, you know, I see WWE Creative as being like a 50-minute pounding of fucking penal.
Yep.
And if any of you don't know what that is, Google it.
Oh no. Update for you.
What?
Leo Rush.
Oh, I've heard about that clown.
What have you heard?
Oh, that his contract is due to expire and he's already sniffing for bookings.
Yeah, February 14th.
I wonder. Ah, it's a sling blade.
I wonder why he's going. I wonder why he's going to be a free agent.
Because he's nothing but a mouthy prick. All he ever does is slags off the company that he's working for at the time, claims racism, you know, dilutes the actual meaning of being racist.
And also thinks he's a moth.
Mothman.
Just wow. It is just wow, isn't it?
It says Leo Rush is the equivalent of a snivelling, conniving little kid that can't get his way. That's exactly what he reminds me of.
Yeah.
He jumps on the bandwagon without doing his research, makes himself look a fucking idiot, and then wonders why nobody takes him seriously.
Yep.
And I just think to myself, why are you doing this to yourself? What are you, muppet? Because you know what I mean. You know exactly where I'm coming from with that.
Yeah.
Because he is just a moron.
Yep. I'm not denying it. Far from it. It's just you just have to just sit back and just go, what the fuck?
I do that quite often. Also, I do think to myself quite a lot, what the fuck?
It's just, where the fuck do you go from there?
Well, hopefully he goes back onto the independent scene where nobody likes him and gives a shit.
But then he'll just go, oh, I can do a flip. I can do flippy-doo, flippy-doo, flippy-da.
Nobody denies that he's good at what he does. He's a good high flyer.
Yeah. He's a good talent.
Yeah, he's a good talent. And I wouldn't expect him to, be the yes sir, no sir kind of figure. But what I would expect is to, have a bit of fucking dignity, man.
Yep.
Just have a bit of fucking dignity. Have a bit of respect for yourself.
Well, he does have respect for himself too much.
No, there's a difference between having respect for yourself and believing your own fucking hype.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
And that's how much of an idiot I think he is.
But anyway, all I'm just going to say is, second company down, Crimea River.
Well, how long until he goes back to Impact and he starts slagging them off again?
That's if they let him through the doors.
That's if they let him through the doors. Nobody wants to work with talent that... It's okay to have an opinion. I have an opinion. I stress mine very strongly. But I don't get all political about it just to try and gain something or to make myself popular.
Or at the same time, not sitting there thinking, I'm just going to hear the first thing and jump to a conclusion.
Yeah, exactly. Because what happens when you assume? You make an ass out of you and me.
Or in his case, me, myself, and I.
Yeah. Me, myself, and I.
Because that's all he's done. He's just made an absolute arse of himself.
Yeah, because then obviously he had to backtrack with the whole Tony Khan thing. It's like, I'm so sorry, boss. Sorry. So yeah, he just made an arse of himself, and it's just nothing screams racism or what can I go when you just like being in a Karen.
No,
because that's what he reminds me. He reminds me of a Karen.
No, he's a male version. He's a Leo.
He's a Leo. I have no idea what the relevance behind that is, but please do explain.
I'm just saying he's a male Karen, so because there's no actual name for a male Karen, why don't we just make it Leo?
Well, we need to be careful with that because we'll probably get fucking blamed for being racist.
We're not being racist because he just...
Yes, I know, Matt Burns. Stop over-explaining it, for fuck's sake.
I'm not. He's just a fucking idiot who jumps to conclusions. Be a great detective, wouldn't he?
Oh, yeah, he would make a great detective. Jumping to conclusions, never following a lead. Oh, wait, that's the opposite of a detective. I do apologise. I got the wrong end of the stick.
So in other words, it's not all elementary to him either.
No.
And instead it's more of an A, B, C, D, E, F, U.
It's actually more of a see you next Tuesday.
Yeah, he is.
Doesn't it feel like a Tuesday? Doesn't it feel like a Tuesday? Why? What does a Tuesday feel like? A Leo Rush? Oh, you mean a cunt?
No, I just think he just needs to focus.
Why is he out of focus?
I just think he just needs to focus, which is another way of, in short, saying, fuck off because you're stupid.
Ah, that's another good acronym there. Well done, Batmans.
You're welcome. Anyway, shall we continue?
See.
Right.
So far, we firmly established that WWE are wank, Leo Rush is a twat, well, a cunt, and we haven't really got much further yet.
Can we actually change this now?
We may, depending on where you're going with this.
I'm just asking. I'm actually going to let you take the lead on this one.
What am I taking lead on?
Change the subject to something a bit more happier. Because at the moment, I just feel like as though almost every week it's like we're meant to be talking about how good wrestling is, but fucking hell.
Well, I do apologise, but there are also a lot of politics involved in wrestling, unfortunately. But the next bit of news I have got is AEW related, but it comes with a downside. It is happy news, but it comes with a downside.
Go on.
Because it also comes with another cunt. Anyway, congratulations on a successful rehab for Jon Moxley and making his return to in-ring action. And he made his return on Dynamite on Wednesday and actually made his return match on Friday Rampage.
Yes.
Congratulations. I tell you what, exactly what we discuss every week. Mental health is a main priority.
Yeah.
It's a priority. Next to food and water, mental health is a priority.
Yeah, I agree.
Without a sound mind, you've got nothing, really. You've just...
It can put you in unhealthy situations, Nicole.
Yeah, exactly. So anyway, he admitted he had a problem. He came forward with it. The story behind it is a shocker because of how it came about. But one thing I can say and will say is he acknowledged he had something wrong, that something was wrong. He has pushed himself. He actually admitted that he needed rehab because of a drinking problem, and that's where he went. That's why he hadn't been on our screen since September, October.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, and seeing him come back now, he's a lot leaner than he was.
And he's looking good.
Yeah, maybe he's lost a bit too much around the waist. I think.
Regardless of it's.
But it does look a bit unhealthy, because what we're saying is it's okay to be healthy and blah, 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 but when you take it too far, it's not a good thing. I don't think he's done that entirely, but it does look like he's done a little bit of that to a degree.
He might have been in the situation where he's had to do that in a situation, and he could end up getting that sorted.
Yeah, well, like I say, nutrition is a good way to keep you fit, obviously, and I hope that's the way that he's gone down. He hasn't starved himself or anything. Because that's just not a good thing.
No.
It really, really isn't. But he does look lean, he does look better, and he does look like he could actually, pull up trees.
And on top of that, he also sort of looks like he's more happier.
Yeah. Well, apart from the promo that he cut when he told somebody to fuck off and get him out. But that is actually literally the first time I think I've actually heard somebody, hey buddy, fuck you, get that guy out of here, and then cut an awesome promo.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's just thingy. The downside of that, however, is someone that calls himself a Hall of Famer. A Hall of Famer. Bubba Ray Dudley or Bully Ray Dudley, whatever he wants to call himself these days. It's actually caused a lot of controversy. Now, I don't know if he's saying it just to be a prick or if he's saying it because he's keeping kayfabe. I don't know. And to be honest, I don't give a fuck. Look, if you're looking for a contract bully, Ray, fucking go elsewhere and find it. To be honest, with the amount of shit that you come out with these days, I wouldn't want to see you in an AEW ring.
He can't. The reason why he's retired is because he's got too many injuries.
Exactly. And I'm not surprised because he's always doing fucking sit-out power bombs off the top fucking rope, etc., etc.
And 2 tables.
And through tables. So, you know, he's just being an arse. By his comments were, I think that Jon Moxley owes the fans an apology because he was gone for so long.
Fuck off.
And you're like, are you taking the piss? Are you taking the piss? So when you were gone from wrestling and you came back and everyone was happy, oh look, it's Team 3D, they're back, blah blah blah. And now you're telling somebody who's got an issue with his mental health when it's always been taboo in the wrestling industry to speak about mental health. And you're telling him he's got to wind his neck in and say everyone, I'm sorry for having a mental health issue.
And break character.
Why should he? Why should he? And you know something, I'm actually so glad that he fucking didn't as well.
He doesn't owe anybody an apology. He doesn't. He doesn't owe anybody an apology. He wasn't well. And fair, you know, as much as you can try and say, well, he was drinking, it's his choice. Not always the case. The fact is, when your mind's not in the right place, I think when your mind is in a really bad place, it's not, you know, and a lot of people that have this mentality of, oh, if your mind's in a bad place, it's your fault. Fucking wrong.
No, it's not.
Fucking wrong.
Let me just explain something to the simple-minded folk. It runs deeper than what you do. You could be a drug addict. You could be an alcoholic. But to numb the pain, it's always something that's underlying.
In other words, whatever your vices.
Yeah. I'm not going to lie. You know as well as I do. It would be very easy to turn to drink. Very, very easy.
Oof.
But we don't drink. Well, I don't drink as much as I do, as I used to. You know,
I've completely stopped.
And you completely stopped. You went teetotal because of medical reasons.
Well, medical, but I can actually drink if I want to, but I don't.
Yeah,
I just don't.
It's just not a good thing. It wouldn't be a good thing for you. It could, you know, not.
It's not just that.
It could further problems in the future.
It wasn't just that. It wasn't just because of me physical health either. It's also my mental health as well. Since because of it, because in all fairness, it was like if something was on my mind and I went out drinking, it was like fucking hell. It's on my mind. It's like then I'll get upset. It's like
it's not worth it, is it? It's not worth it.
It's not worth it. And the thing is, I didn't just choose to be teetotal because of, you know, because it's no secret, I'm a type 2 diabetic. Well, it's in remission, but fucking still.
Yeah, exactly.
Still.
So what we're saying is that for him to say that is bang out of order. It really, really is. Who the fuck are you to judge somebody just because they've come forward, realised they have a problem, and he actually described what happened and why he all of a sudden felt he needed help.
At least he reached out.
Yeah, he reached out. You know, the mental health message every week. You know, reach out. He said that he woke up after being on a bus, ended up God knows where, didn't know what city he was in. he was drunk, and he was lying face down in a puddle. Not
a
good.
good state.
Not good. So yeah, he made the right call. He reached out. I reckon he reached out to Tony Khan, if I'm being honest.
He did.
As like his very first port of call.
He might have done, yeah.
And that, to me, that would have made... That speaks volumes. You don't just... It's not like the Jeff Hardy situation where you demand he goes to rehab because you think he's got a mental health... a drug problem or an alcohol problem. You can address it, yes, but you can't tell him what he's fucking going through or what he's feeling.
No.
Jeff Hardy's always been an enigma when it comes to drugs and alcohol. He always has been.
Yeah.
We don't know what causes him to...
What has caused him in the past, or what
has caused him in the past to turn that way, but...
Everyone's different.
Don't forget that there's a lot of physical pain that wrestlers put themselves through as well.
Oof.
I mean, the most common question I get asked, that a wrestler gets asked, is it fake?
Oh.
It's one of the most annoying questions you could possibly ever ask a wrestler.
Do you know what my follow-up question is? Automatically, when you fall over, does gravity hurt? It's true, isn't it? Gravity still hurts.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Gravity still hurts. It sucks.
It keeps us on the planet, but it still hurts.
You fall off a chair. It hurts a bit. Nowhere as much as it could do, but it fucking hurts. You fall off a building.
Oh boy.
Yeah, that is going to hurt. Why is it going to hurt? Because the gravity said so.
Yeah. And we could go all sciencey, but no, we're not. Because we might have to start bringing mathematics into it, and we don't fancy Stein to try and come in and explaining it all.
Oh my God, yeah. Can you imagine that mathematical equation? Fucking hellfire.
Terminal velocity. Enough said. Anyway, point being is just... It's... You can get hurt, but then again, you can get hurt in near enough any sport. In near enough any sport. And the reason why I say this is because if you notice, I remember in the past we have said, wrestling isn't ballet, but you can get hurt in ballet.
Yeah, exactly. You might not plan on being hurt, but your body dictates otherwise.
Your body dictates, and the stuff you have to go through.
And I am living proof that you get hurt. You can get hurt in wrestling.
Yeah. Well, I'm pretty sure both of us are, actually.
Now, it's not a pissing competition, Matt.
No, it's not a pissing contest. I'm just saying, you've got your current injury, I've got past injuries. And to be honest with you, and I'm going to say this, it's not a fucking pissing contest because as much as the ones that I had did fucking hurt, I didn't need surgery on mine. So, touch wood, I've been fucking lucky.
So far.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I said touch wood. I've been lucky so far. Touch wood. Genuinely. It's just... You can get seriously hurt. And imagine you're having to wrestle not just once a week. You're wrestling almost 365 days a year.
Yeah.
Regardless of it.
That requires a hell of a lot of fitness, by the way.
That's going to require a lot of fitness and a lot of, taking care of yourself. Because bear this in mind, when you've done a match and everything, You know, just a little case in points after you did your debut match. What you like the next day?
Yeah, I was fucking sore. I was buzzing, but I was sore.
But could you get up and do it again next day?
Yeah.
And then
I
the
think
day after?
maybe.
And then the day after?
No. I think maybe 2 days would be a reasonable fucking limit, really, if I'm
But
honest.
regardless of it, these guys are constantly on the road doing house shows, other shows, and everything, and constantly, and they've always got to be on the ball. And Bubby, or Bolly, Ray should know that better than anyone.
More like bullshitty.
I'm just gonna say, I am just gonna say it. I just think it's a bit fucking hypocritical of him to say that. Because bear in mind, probably some of the antics he got to during these ECW days.
Yeah, well, he's one of them guys that thinks he's really tough, doesn't he? You know. But all he reminds me of is the guy out the Simpsons movie, where he's standing there going, when he's lining them up, I want him tough, 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 in a row, tough, tough. That's Bully Ray, that is.
Oh, tough, tough, soft, tough, tough, soft,
Yeah,
soft,
tough,
tough.
tough, 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 soft. And it's like, that's Bully Ray.
And the thing is,
he's trying to live up to his gimmick or what, though, but, some of the comments he comes out with just lately really fucking get up my nose.
I don't think he is doing the gimmick. I think it is just him being him.
And that's not okay. Stop being... What's the number one rule of life in general and the burning truth? Don't be a dick. What are you, Bully Ray? Oh, you're a bit of a dick.
Yeah.
Compared to Bully Ray, we might be nobodies in the wrestling business. We might not be the most fucking talented or whatever.
But then again, it's probably why Devon's more popular.
Devon.
Yeah, it's probably why Devon's more popular with the co-workers.
Co-workers, fans. It just...
Not good.
Just fuck you, Bully Ray. Arsehole.
That's not good. It's not cool. Not cool, man. Not cool.
It's no Carlito, trust me. I spit in the face of the people who are not cool.
Carlito. Anyway, it's just dick move.
Very, very dick move.
But,
excuse me.
Bless you. Anyway, but it is interesting to put aside the whole Mox situation. We might have caught a glimpse of who he's going to be feuding with next.
Yes. Now that was interesting. We know that Bryan Danielson's a fan of Moxley.
Oh, hell yeah.
And I'm sure they've had matches before, haven't they?
Yep.
Well, if you're someone like Bryan Danielson, then surely you'd want to be... If you're thinking of having one of your last matches...
Well, on your last run.
Yeah, or on your last run. You'd want to be having a match with somebody like Jon Moxley.
Yeah.
Because he's one of the best wrestlers in the world at the moment. Okay, that match against... who was it he faced the other day?
Ethan Page.
All Ego Ethan Page.
Yep.
All I keep thinking to myself is it was a bit poor. And I don't think it was Moxley. I think it's just one of them where you just know his opponent isn't on his level.
But at the same time, it's a good start.
Mm.
It didn't need to be anything finesse. It just needed to be Mox, get in, pummel, move on. Job done. Agreed?
Yeah.
Where shall we go next?
Well, obviously you've got like Jade Cargill. She's defended a title successfully. You know, the Hose Championship. I mean TBS Championship.
I mean that bitch show championship.
Yeah, I quite like Anna Jay's response to that bitch slayer. And to be fair, it could have gone that way.
Mm-hmm.
It was very convincing, but it wasn't so much convincing from Cargill. I think that she looked a bit out of sorts. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I can agree with that.
She just looked a bit out of sorts, and I don't think it was any fault of Anna Jay.
Experience.
Yeah, I think it was just a lack of experience. People keep saying like, "Oh, she's not ready," blah blah blah, and I don't think it's the case she's not ready. I think it's just the case that it's a lot to take in, and you've just been given a title already, and she's gonna have an ego, and I wouldn't blame it. I'd have an ego too.
Yep.
But would I have picked her over Thunder Rosa to be the first TBS champion? Probably not. But don't get me wrong, I'm happy she's won it, but you know, you're just a bit dubious, aren't you? You know, I know I am.
I get you.
Although she has Rookie of the Year in my eyes.
Yep.
Female Rookie of the Year, so
yeah, agreed. And we stated that, didn't we?
Yeah, we've already stated that.
Damn right.
So yeah, it's just one of them things, isn't it? Anyway, I think we're rambling anyway.
But rambling. There's that situation. Then we've got the whole Cody situation.
Good promo, strong promo. Deserves so much better, like in regards to having respect. People having respect for him.
Yeah.
But yeah, just pure class.
I'm looking forward to seeing where that's...
Yeah, he mentioned the Forbidden Door. He mentioned a lot of things, really.
Punk promo.
Yeah, he mentioned the Punk promo. Then he mentioned the Forbidden Door.
And I know what a lot of people are going to say. A lot of people are going to sit down and saying, AEW can't go out without mentioning WWE every week. They need to do it to get clout. Who gives a fuck?
You're allowed to mention who you want.
Who gives a fuck?
Promo I can literally fucking say I went and did a UKWA show. I could happily, if I wanted to cut a promo about another company, I fucking would. I fucking would.
It's not like we're closed minded and well, we're not closed minded. Because case in point, we can just mention a certain promo video that was revealed recently that had 2 championship belts in the background.
Are we talking about fucking Sash?
We were, yeah, but we'll get to that later. We'll get to that later, won't we?
Yeah, we'll have to get to that later.
But my point being is, now I could turn around, either myself or yourself could have turned around saying, Well, then belts are in view. We don't want that. Don't bother us. Wrestling is wrestling. You know, wrestling, we should all be fighting for wrestling. Not, they're in another company. Never mention they don't exist. It shouldn't be that.
No, it shouldn't. Just because you've been used to WWE spoon feeding it you for God knows how many years doesn't mean that every other company has to be the same. A lot of wrestlers have got gripes against them certain companies, and rightly so.
That's their personal preference.
That's
their choice.
That's their personal choice. They've been mistreated, so yes, they're allowed and entitled to their opinion. Other people are entitled to their opinions, but don't get dictating to other individuals like Cody Rhodes or anybody like that what they can and can't talk about. If they want to talk about their previous fucking employers, then they can. Wind your neck in.
Get on with it.
Yeah, just crack on. Life's too short.
Good promo, though.
I know it was kind of good, wasn't it? I was thinking to myself, I nearly lost myself at one point,
I was like, ooh. But at the same time, I also see that hint of, is he going to pull that trigger and just go, And I thought the fact that when he turned around and says, I'm not going to give up. Whether you hit me, you cheered me when I needed it.
I thought you were on about my promo, just, but never mind.
But I did like your promo, though, as well.
Yeah, stop kissing my arse.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You hurt my feelings now.
Yeah, I'm so upset. Yeah, whatever.
I'm so offended.
I'm offended.
Cancel
Be
culture.
offended. Get on with it. Anyway, point being is, I'm just going to say this. Good promo. Looking forward to the match. Not fucking said.
Yeah, still with this whole interim bloody TNT title, very strange to me. I'm not quite sure what they were thinking when they did it.
You probably thought that he might be out longer than expected.
Yeah, but nobody said why he was actually offered. They said it was
family member had COVID. That's why.
Well, unless it was life-threatening, then yeah, I suppose,
Yeah, I think it was just they were playing the safety game, the safety net, if you get what I mean.
Yeah. One thing I don't understand, it's like I say, why just have an interim champion then? If that's the case, if he was going to be out longer, then surely you'd just strip him of the title anyway.
True.
And then give him another chance when he comes back.
But at the same time, they've also got the chance of doing the ladder match for the belts now.
Yeah, I know, but it's nothing new. You know what I mean? I want something new.
Mm.
It's been done before.
I get
you. As I'm sitting and thinking now, I could probably think of about 2 or 3 other times when it's been done.
What, 2 champions?
Yeah, 2 champions, 1 belt.
You mean a bit like ROH?
Yeah, I could probably think of more, actually.
No, ROH are doing it currently now.
Well, there you go, then. You're already rehashing a storyline that somebody's doing recently.
Yeah.
So anyway, as I was saying, you already had CM Punk, John Cena.
Mm-hmm.
You've had, is it Razor Ramon?
And Shawn Michaels.
Yeah, Razor Ramon, Shawn Michaels.
WrestleMania 10.
And obviously you've got the whole ROH one right now.
Yeah.
And I'm sure there's another one I'm missing.
Yeah. Oh, Impact. AJ Styles and Magnus.
Ah, yes, there you go.
I don't know where that came from.
I do.
From the void.
No, you're a fucking nerd.
And?
No, I never said there's anything wrong with it. I'm just saying you're
Exactly.
a fucking stated fucking fact.
Yeah, it's true. And?
I don't give a shit that you're a fucking nerd.
I am a nerd.
You're an annoying fucking nerd, but I'll give you that.
Fuck off.
Nerd. It's the only reason why I'm calling you a nerd, because I just wanted to say it like that.
Nerd, geek, whatever.
Nerd.
It's either nerd, geek, freak. Ew, what the hell's that?
Probably best not to say it like that.
Why?
It sounds rather...
No, questionable. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah,
Okay, moving on. Moving on. Then we've got the whole Adam Page situation.
The whole what, sorry?
Adam Page situation.
Hangman Adam Page. I'm still very, very, very...
Yeah.
I'm in two minds about him as a champion. I think I was listening to somebody not long ago. I don't know who it was. I cannot remember. But they were saying that he's not fulfilling his duties as a champion at this moment in time. How many times has he defended the title since he won it?
Basically proving Brian's point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it just doesn't make any. He's fucking. I rate him as a wrestler.
Yeah.
I really do. The only reason why he's doing well at the moment is because maybe 70% of the crowd are behind him. But a lot of people don't like him as champion, and a lot more don't like him as champion than people who are half and half. And I'm on the fence with him because I just haven't seen that, you know what I mean, that fight. I think it's because the opportunity that he missed to become champion first time round.
Yeah.
I think this is just kind of, I don't know, I think that must have just tainted it or cheapened it a little bit.
Feels like it's one step behind.
Yeah, it feels like it's just cheapened it a little bit.
Yeah.
And, you know, until I start seeing him wrestling and fighting people in stipulation matches for that championship, then I just can't take him seriously. I'm not 100% on his gimmick either. I mean, yeah, he mentioned people saying that, you know, he's not a real cowboy. His idea of being a cowboy was, you know, sitting at home playing video games. He's part of that generation. And who was it? Who said it?
You mean the manager of the
American Top Team.
Yeah. Dan?
Dan Lambert. That was it.
Dan Lambert.
Is that good? Is that good? I keep forgetting his name. No, I'm being serious. He's fucking wicked on the microphone. He really is.
What worries me in regards to this entire situation is Dan Lambert cut an amazing promo against him to introduce the Murder Hawk, and I paused and I just went, Lambert is good, but if my eyes and my brain don't deceive me, doesn't the Murder Hawk already got a good fucking mic man with him?
Jake the Snake.
Why the fuck is he suddenly silent?
Probably not very well, because obviously he wasn't well not long ago. probably just still feeling the effects. And obviously, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a fan of the Murder Hawk.
Okay.
I'm not a fan of the Murder Hawk. I think it is literally just like generic wrestler, 600 that you've created on fucking create a wrestler mode on fucking one of the WWE games. And then it's just like, oh yeah, I want to make a generic wrestler, but I want to make him like a rocker and enter Lance Archer. That's what it looks like to me. It's just messy and it doesn't make sense. I think he needs to go away.
God help if you saw his Lance Hoyt days.
This is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's not great in my eyes, and you've already got somebody who's a bland champion as it is, who's very 50-50 with me, and then you're going to put him against a wrestler that's just come back from a serious neck injury.
Yep.
And yeah, okay, it's not like he's had his spine.
I can't see him taking the belt.
No, and you just know it's just there to fill the gap, just so he can have a longer title reign before they take it off him. But if you're going to take it off him because you don't believe in him as your champion, then this is where I feel that WWE have always done it right. When it comes to somebody who's not over as champion, they lose the title at least a few weeks later.
The movie, Tom.
Yeah, they move it on to the next one. I mean, but we've also seen it when WWE have given the belt to somebody and then completely shit on him from a great height.
Oh yeah.
You know, rest in peace, Big E. Because I can tell you now, he's never going to win that championship again. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
So, yeah, the Murder Hawk, it's just not champion material. Maybe TNT, maybe. But right now, I think he just needs to go away, rethink his whole gimmick, find out what he wants to be, because he looks like somebody that's just been thrown together on Creator Wrestling. And that is a shame. That is a shame, because obviously he's a unit. And he's got a wicked finisher, which coincidentally he did on a chair.
Twice.
And to be fair, that looked like it fucking sucked.
Yeah, did look like it sucked.
Oh, fuck yeah, it really sucked. It looked like it really sucked. But my main point is why are you doing this? You've got there's no reason for him to be in a title picture. You've got people who are number one contenders who've been wrestling for weeks on end. If you're coming back from an injury, you should be doing exactly what the best friends are doing.
Yeah.
With, what's his name?
Trent Barrera.
That's it. I love Trent. I think he looks brilliant. It's probably the best shape he's ever been in his life. Oh, yeah. He looks absolutely phenomenal. He actually looks like he's been working on himself. Yep. You need to start from the bottom and then work your way up. Trent Barrera, he will be a champion of some sort one day, maybe mid-card champion at best. But if that's the case, I would happily be behind him as a middleweight champion because he looks good. Bear in mind, he had his spine fused together.
Yeah.
But you've got somebody that comes back like Lance Archer, and just because he's a big dude, he's got a title shot.
And he's burying Frankie Kazarian.
Yeah. But I'm going to move on from that one, because speaking of burying, rest in peace, the chairman, Sean Spears.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
You knew that was coming. Come on. You've got to know. You just knew that was coming.
I did not know how to handle that situation. Part of me was like, oh, wow, that was funny for for their storyline, but fucking hell.
Yeah, but at the same time, they keep making out that Sean Spears is better than Wardlow. And now MJF has been slagging Wardlow off, and Sean Spears has been slagging Wardlow off, and now Sean Spears has just got his just dessert.
Which is fine.
And I reckon MJF is going to get his. But my main issue I have with that segment was it was literally an attempt at a swinging neck breaker, reversal, straight into the
Goes to sleep.
GTS, and match is over. Which has actually triggered a response from, is it Peyton Royce?
Yeah.
She's responded crying that a fella has just been fucking buried. But the thing for Sean Spears is he was mid-card in WWE. In fact, he was lower than mid-card in WWE.
Yeah.
And now he's just been mid-carded in AEW.
No, he's been mid-carded to oblivion.
Yeah. He may as well be challenging for the lightweight championship. Oh, wait, there isn't one.
What makes it worse is I thought the promo we cut last week was really good.
Yeah, exactly. That was brilliant. And this could be, I suppose this loss to Punk could be a good thing for him.
To reset him.
Yeah, with that promo, he sort of set up himself to be reset.
Okay.
And now he's just been beaten by Punk with such ease that now he could literally be thinking to himself, I could do better than being MJF's lackey. Because I reckon that's what the route that they're going down. I reckon it's going to be Sean Spears and Wardlow in a feud. No. Leaving the Pinnacle.
Yeah, leaving MJF, yeah.
Leaving MJF. And I reckon them two are either going to feud or they're going to make their own clique. I reckon they'd be better as individuals.
Yeah.
But can you imagine the match that Wardlow and Spears would have? It would be awesome.
But the problem is, right now, it wouldn't be a match. It'd just be powerbomb, 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 powerbomb.
Yeah, but you don't know that though, do you? This is the thing. I get that they're doing this whole powerbomb symphony, but what I also think they're trying to do at the same time is get Wardlow over as a fucking wrecking machine.
Which he is.
And eventually he's going to turn, and this is the only reason why he's doing the powerbomb symphony is because he's frustrated.
It's getting over.
And it's getting over. Wardlow is more over right now than CM Punk at AEW. Why? Because they're telling a good story.
Yeah.
MJF is doing his best to get Wardlow over, and he's done it he's done it tenfold.
Yeah.
CM Punk did his best to get Wardlow over. Fucking did it. If it hadn't been for Sean Spears and MJF, he would have beat Punk. Yeah, he would have beat CM Punk.
That's what I mean. That's what I thought was so genius about that. Even though he lost, he didn't lose.
No, he didn't. He didn't lose because, well, he did. He did lose.
No. He technically lost on the record books, but overall in the storyline, he didn't exactly lose because if it wasn't for Sean Spears and MJF constantly trying to tell him what to do and injure him and everything and try and push him, and everything, he could have beaten Punk.
Yeah, and I reckon Wardlow's heading for the TNT Championship.
Yeah.
Because it's been teased, and then I reckon eventually either him and Sean Spears or him and MJF, more so MJF and Wardlow, will have a feud.
Or even for the Diamond Ring.
No.
Mm.
No, I'd rather it be for the TNT Championship, if I'm honest.
I'm with you on that, but then he's got to beat it off Thingy, Sammy or Cody, whoever wins.
Well, I don't know. I'm going to make my prediction for that.
Although,
My prediction is that Sammy Guevara is going to walk away champion.
but did we ever actually get a full conclusion with MJF and Cody? Old history.
Maybe. I know, because obviously when AEW first started, now for those of you that haven't watched AEW from the beginning, like I have, and Matt Burns has, you'll know, well, you won't know that MJF double-crossed Cody Rhodes and tried to join the Inner Circle.
No, well, he ended up joining the Inner Circle.
He tried to. Yeah, but for a while he was trying to join the Inner Circle. Ended up joining the Inner Circle, then ended up splitting away from the Inner Circle with the Pinnacle, and that's why the Pinnacle is around.
But either way, for MJF, it's a fucking win-win.
Yeah, which either way he was happy. So he ended up nearly breaking up the Inner Circle. But that's another thing just lately, is the Inner Circle are in fucking turmoil. Yep. Are AEW realising now that they got too many factions, maybe? Probably, yeah. Probably.
And are they going to be moving people on to new things?
I think so, yeah. I think so. I think there is a lot of... I think there's a few wrestlers at the moment that, they've had multiple times to fix themselves as performers, like Big Swole, like Luther and stuff like that. I mean, Luther's an old dude now, he had that 50-year Jericho match.
Yeah.
He's a good worker, he's a good in-ring performer, but is he a mainstay at AEW? Not really.
Will he be a main eventer?
No. Maybe at smaller promotions, maybe, but not here. Not with that gimmick. It just looks... It looks like he's just dressed up for a Halloween party. No, I can't take him seriously. It's like Serpentico, which, by the way, is another talking point in a moment. I think his contract's due as well, and I think there's just going to be quite a few that won't get renewed because there is better talent out there, unfortunately, and I know they've been there since the beginning and blah, blah, blah.
Yep.
But AEW is growing now. It's growing. They've got Dark, they've got Elevation, they've got Rampage, they've got Dynamite. They've got more shows than WWE.
But not as many hours.
But not as many hours. And WWE have got 3 shows and have got nearly twice as many hours. And yet AEW is the more entertaining brand.
Yeah.
So I just...
There's a wrestling scene there somewhere, isn't there?
Yeah.
Less is more.
Yeah, exactly. Less is more. The KISS method.
Keep it simple.
Stupid. So, yeah, like I was saying, there's going to be more talent. I mean, WWE have released a lot of fucking talent. Loads of talent. And it seems to me just lately that nobody's battering an eyelid. When they release somebody, nobody cares.
Mm-hmm.
And when them wrestlers go onto the independent scene, nobody still cares. But people who like the indie scene, the independent scene, like yourself, I'm not 100% fan on it, but, I think it's because indie wrestling sometimes can be too much.
No, I agree with you. I agree with you on it in certain aspects.
Like we say, Kiss method, keep it simple, stupid.
Tell a story.
Tell a story. Get yourself over. Get your opponent over.
More so.
So, it's just we like storytelling, and indie isn't really about storytelling. It's more so move.
That's not every indie.
Not every indie match. No, there are some where they're using the Kiss method, but majority of it is move. And for me, that's just stupid. But anyway, each to their own.
Mm-hmm.
So, like I say, it's just wrestlers that are on the AEW roster right now that should really be on the independent scene. And there are wrestlers on the independent scene that should be signed with a bigger company to help that company become bigger. Or wrestlers like Luther and Serpentico and, I forgot what his fucking name is.
Well, Joey Janela's contract's up soon.
Yeah, Joey Janela, there's another one. So, you got all them wrestlers, they probably belong better on the independent scene. They'll never sign with the WWE because the WWE won't be interested in them unless they just turn around and say, we're light on wrestlers at the moment. Can you join in the Royal Rumble?
Or basically, we just need some cannon fodder.
Yeah. Like they used to, like when they used to have Sunday Night Heat.
Oh, I mean, a bit like how they handled MJF when he was there.
Yeah. Oh no, they would use people like Serpentico and fucking Luther in a much worse capacity. I can guarantee you that. It'd be literally run down to the ring, get chucked over the top rope, done.
Or
never heard of again.
Or tell him to Serpentico, take your mask off, run down, get slapped in the face, and just go, oh no.
Yeah. See, Serpentico's one of them gimmicks I don't really get.
Okay.
I don't really get it. I mean, is he trying to be evil? Is he? What's his mask? Why is his mask any different? Why is his mask?
God. I just realised what did we would do with him. Did make him into Kind Type 2.0.
Oh, fucking hell, yeah. Joke wrestlers.
Yeah.
Nothing against their ability, but no.
No.
The only thing I like about Serpentico is when he fucking lets out them streamers. I think that's pretty cool. But that's the only thing I like about his gimmick. Everything else, including his wrestling, is debatable.
He's to the road.
But yeah, so speaking of Serpentico, how to get absolutely fucking wrecked. You just know that you're cannon fodder when you're against Hook.
Oops.
Send Hook, and we haven't even seen your entrance music. Yeah, that's how we know that you're going to die. And again, QT Marshall, love the guy, think he's great.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Even he gets destroyed.
Oh no, he made me ill. He made me laugh. You're gonna do it to my face this time. You're gonna do it to my face. Oh no!
Yeah, it's like he's still talking into the mic as he goes over. And it's like, what? He's like, oh no! And he's mid-air when he goes, oh no!
How many times, oh no, was said. I was expecting a certain drink come flying through the wall going, oh yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah. Or Otis.
Yeah!
But, yeah, so Hook literally destroyed him.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, fucking Serpentico didn't even get a chance to fucking finish his entrance. He let off the streamers. Next thing you know, bang! Smacked in the face, chokehold, fucking suplex, chokehold.
Good night.
Jesus Christ. What was it? Is it cherry rum, that chokehold?
Red rum.
Red rum, that's it. Cherry rum, red rum.
Because it spells murder backwards.
Yeah, that's it. Red rum. Red rum chokehold. Taz's finisher, isn't it?
Taz Mission, yeah.
Yeah, thought it was. And he's hanging him up in midair.
Yep.
But this kid is so over.
And he hasn't even had to speak a single word.
He's not said a single word. Nothing.
Never mind, he even had them certain pictures of him when he was out.
Exactly. He must have been keeping it kayfabe. Either he is a prick in real life, or he is keeping it kayfabe everywhere he goes. Because he's looking at that stripper's arse and he's like, yeah. Dead fucking chilled back. Literally like he's just rocked up out of bed with bed air. Just rocked up to a strip club with fucking bed air and he's just gone,
Yeah.
yeah.
A bit like how he does when he walks out to the entrance.
But the best part of it was, though, when he suplexed fucking QT Marshall, when he got him, he just steps over him and walks off.
Yeah.
Now, you know what I think would have really got a pop for him there after he'd done that?
Go on.
I will tell you what would have really got a pop if he'd had swept his feet at him. You know what I mean? Like, cleaned his feet before he walked out.
No, he could have done, but at the same time, I think this is better because it's like, you're not even worth the dust on my shoes.
Well, this is how it comes across with him, and it's fucking brilliant. Everybody says, like, oh, he's got no charisma, he's got no fucking panache, he's dead basic. Fuck off. His whole look is that of someone who gives zero fucks and is literally going to rock up looking however he fucking wants.
Yeah.
And wreck your shit. But obviously, I have my problems with him a little bit. Yeah. And that is the no selling.
Yeah.
I get that he's supposed to be, it's like Taz, and everyone keeps saying like Team Taz breeds assassins.
He's tough.
They're supposed to be tough, blah, blah, blah. Well, if that's the case, why is Ricky Stark such a bitch?
Oh, God, I can't wait for that if that ever happens.
It's going to happen. He's going to be FTW champion, isn't he?
Ricky Starks versus Hook.
Yeah. Can you imagine?
I tell you what to do. Red rum.
Yeah, well, that's what it's going to be. He'll end up turning and it'll either be Taz gets in the middle and tries to break him up, and it's like, no, this is not what we do. I'm your dad, listen to me. And then he gets it as well, and then he breaks away from Team Taz. Because I'll be honest with you, mate, he doesn't need Team Taz. This kid does not need Team Taz. I can't
see Taz going against his son either.
Well, I'm not being funny, mate. We've seen a lot fucking worse happen in wrestling. We've seen a hand being born, remember?
Yeah, we've also seen Vince with his many, many ideas.
Exactly.
And thank God some of them he was told no.
Now, don't get me wrong. I totally understand AEW is a different company, but we also know that people are partial to very bad ideas.
Yes.
So, we had that whole... But I just don't think he needs Team Taz. He won't need him.
But at the same time, I can't see Taz turning against his son either.
Yeah, exactly. So I reckon he will be like, you know what, Starks? you'll be facing Hook.
Yeah.
But the thing is who's going to give Hook that big first L?
Oh.
Oh, that is going to be a very, very tough one, and it's going to have to be somebody who's like up there. And believe me when I say this, Hook is so smooth when he's doing these moves. He is like butter being melted in a pan.
Yeah.
It's very, very satisfying to watch. This is why people like him so much, because he doesn't need to speak to get himself over.
And
He doesn't need. He oozes confidence.
That's what I mean. The weird thing about it is, he doesn't need to speak, and yet he is so. How many people can you say have gotten over just as much as him with his face on show and not speaking a word?
It's been a long time.
Can you name anybody?
It's been a very long time. Let me just think now. Kane, even though he was wearing a mask,
Yeah.
but didn't say anything for a good portion of his career at the start.
But he had a mask on.
But he had a mask on, so you couldn't really see his facial expressions.
Yeah.
Oh, God, this is a tough one. I did just think of somebody then, but I've just gone out of my head.
Anybody?
Oh, Christ. It'll come to me in a minute.
It'll arrive when you least expect it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, this kid is so over. You will never, ever, ever have somebody debut like that and get the reaction he has got already.
Yeah.
Now, don't get me wrong, he's still early in his career. And with everybody who's early in their career, there are mistakes to be had.
Yeah. Nobody's perfect.
Nobody's perfect. But for you to make a debut and make an impact like he has, wow. He will be AEW champion within a few years.
Yeah.
God forbid he doesn't get any injuries or anything like that, so he can just keep progressing and progressing and progressing.
And he doesn't get a bad storyline.
Just thought of someone.
Go on.
Brock Lesnar.
He speaks.
Yeah, he does now, but he didn't.
When he first arrived.
When he first arrived, he didn't. He didn't speak. He just stood there and looked menacing.
Mm-hmm.
A la Hook.
But there was a difference between him and Lesnar. Lesnar's fucking Lesnar. He's a behemoth. Right? He looks like he's just about to go in, break shit on an Audi. Whereas Hook's just gonna just walks in just to say, I don't care who you are.
I'm just trying to think of somebody else.
That's my point.
There are not many wrestlers. There are probably about 3, maybe 4. That's including Hook. That I can think of personally.
But that's the point.
It's a hard thing to get over. And yes, okay, his dad's Taz. Everybody knows Taz. He's a submission suplex machine. And, you know, obviously got wrote into the fucking commentary at WWE, unfortunately.
Due to injuries.
Yeah, but, you know, his debut as well, Taz, his debut at WWE. Barely said a fucking, didn't even say a word, just came out, wrecked Kurt Angle's shit, left.
And took his undefeated streak.
And took his undisputed streak with him.
to Kurt Angle's undefeated streak. Do you know when it was?
Yes, I do.
Good
The
pay-per-view.
Royal Rumble 2000.
Good pay-per-view as well.
Fucking best pay-per-view ever.
Was epic.
It was. It was fucking epic. Anyway, I want to move on quickly to Adam Cole's feud with Orange Cassidy, and then obviously we'll have to call it quits because we're running over.
Again.
It's like I say, it's been an exciting week, but I think we've covered most of it anyway, so I'm quite happy with that.
Yeah. Well,
so
actually, we've got the fact of House of Black situation.
Yeah, I mean, we could cover that quickly if you want.
House of Black. More of that, please.
Yeah, please. Brody King, awesome.
Do you know what made me laugh? I think someone on the commentary says Brody King looks like a handsome devil.
Yeah, you know that one, don't you?
Go on.
It was Jim Ross.
It was Jim Ross.
Yeah, it was JR. It's like such a handsome devil. And he's like...
It was who?
He's such a handsome devil.
Wait. It was who?
Jim Ross.
It was JR.
Yeah.
Cool.
Fuck off.
What?
Doesn't matter. Shut up. But anyway, it was actually, even though it was pretty much a squash match, wasn't it, really? Varsity Blondes are never going to fucking beat them two.
No, and that fucking finishing move.
Oh, God, yeah. Fucking...
Fuck!
That has to be well timed because obviously that could end so badly.
Oh, yeah.
But luckily, you've got Aleister Black. He's a legend in the making. Another future AEW champion right there.
Yep.
Brody King.
Beast.
Fucking absolute unit. When they found out that they were going to be signing him, I was fucking giddy. It was just a matter of time when he was going to show up.
And when, yeah.
I was like Homer when he finds a donut. Or when he gets giddy. Brody King. And who was it who made the fucking comment? It was a comment saying, you've got big shoes, you've got big balls.
Cody?
Big brass balls if you're coming into AEW with the first name Brody, because you got some big shoes to fill, sunshine.
Fucking Cody Rhodes during his epic promo.
Yeah, that was it. Fucking hell. But don't get me wrong, though. The match between the Varsity Blondes and...
they tried.
Bless the Varsity Blondes. They tried. Very, very... Yeah. You don't get... See, this is what I don't understand is when you're telling a story, you don't try to exchange blows with the big guy. No, you don't. So find a different way of trying to take him out. And they didn't really do that for me, and this is probably why Brian Pillman Jr. needs to rethink his gimmick and his whole relationship in the tag team scene. Obviously, as well, you've got, speaking of tag team scenes, you've got the Gun Club attacking Christian Cage. It looks like the Gun Club will be getting a shot at the titles. Not too keen on Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus being tag team champions. I kind of miss Rey Fenix and Pentagon Jr.
But situations.
Yeah, I know. Situations, and they were going to drop the titles anyway.
But bear in mind the fact that what happened was so bad. You know it's bad when Botchamania refused to actively put it in.
Yeah,
it wasn't a botch.
Yeah,
it wasn't a botch. It was a freak accident.
Yeah, it was a freak accident, and it's not one. It's not one that you want to be showing. A bit like mine, really.
It's alright. Cold shiver.
Yeah. You got that, but then obviously, what was I going to say before I covered House of Black? Now look. Oh yeah, that was it. Adam Cole and Britt Baker versus
Yeah.
Chris Statlander and Orange Cassidy.
Fuck.
Brilliant match. Mixed tag match. It was fucking brilliant. And you know what? They explained the rules. Now, people who are just new to wrestling.
Wait. The story, though. Fuck.
Yeah, the story was brilliant. But the main thing for me was at the start of the match, they explained the rules of the match on commentary. On comms, they explained the rules of the match. Only Chris Statlander can face Britt Baker, and only Orange Cassidy can face Adam Cole. And they stuck to the rules. Yeah, okay. You got the sneaky cheap shot from Britt Baker on Orange Cassidy when she gave him the curb stomp.
But then you got Cassidy doing what he does.
Yeah, and then you've got Cassidy doing what he does, and that was funny as fuck. That was when he just dropped onto him from off the side of the apron. He was just like, "What are you doing, Orange Cassidy?" But it was funny though. It was funny. He added a bit of comedy to the match.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't too much comedy. It was just Orange Cassidy getting his gimmick over,
Which he did,
and Adam Cole reacting to it.
Oh, fucking hell.
But what got me the most out of all of it was, like you said, the storytelling.
Oh, yeah.
The storytelling was phenomenal. And that's what we want, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls.
Please.
Storytelling. It was fantastic.
And the finish.
The finish was fantastic. It was well planned, well executed.
Well timed.
Britt Baker and Adam Cole bring the timekeeper's table over to the ring. They set it up to try, because the Canadian Destroyer didn't finish off Orange Cassidy, kicked out of it, surprisingly.
Panama Sunrise?
Yeah, Panama Sunrise. It just... Well, that's what his Canadian Destroyer is, really, isn't it?
It's a Canadian Destroyer when he's standing, but when it's just regular, it's because he does that little hop.
I know. I know, but it's just like, it's the same move.
I know. Same motion.
It's the same motion. Just because you do a bunny hop doesn't, you do a skip and a hop. It's no longer hopscotch because you pecked your nose whilst you were doing it.
I'm sorry, but you just reminded me of something. What the fuck's a bunny hop?
Oh, fuck off.
It's a fucking bunny hop!
What the fuck's a bunny hop? Anyway, so the finish of the match, Panama Sunrise doesn't finish him off. Britt Baker's getting onto the ring of the apron of the ring. Orange Cassidy gears himself up for the orange punch because he's had enough time to recover. Adam Cole standing in front of Britt Baker. He goes for the orange punch, pauses, but his momentum carries him into Britt Baker. She goes through the table. He's actually looking at Britt Baker as if to say, "Oh shit, I'm really sorry," type of thing. Telling a story with his facial expressions as if to say, "Oh shit, what have I done?"
Camera angle.
Yeah.
Fuck.
And then the camera angle, you see Adam Cole absolutely fucking raging in the background, seething. That is just seeing his girlfriend go through a fucking table. And what's he do? The referee is checking on Britt Baker. He gives him a very stiff fucking low blow. And then drops the knee pad for the boom. Gives him the boom. 1, 2, 3. Match is over. Adam Cole still fucking pissed. But he's straight out the ring to check on Britt Baker. That is a power couple. That is what I want to see in a power couple, not what Triple H and Stephanie McMahon had.
But then he's then that angry. It leads to him challenging Orange Cassidy at Beach Break in a lights out match.
And when was the last time a lights out match was done?
Hi, Britt.
Britt Baker and Thunder Rosa.
Yeah.
Interesting.
St. Patrick's Day Smash.
And I do believe that they're going to keep Adam Cole winning streak going.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I can see that myself. It's just...
I mean,
Fuck.
don't get me wrong, speaking of winning streaks, I'm thinking, who are they going to get to beat, Jade Cargill?
Yeah.
I can't see it now because Chris Statlander is obviously going to be challenging Britt Baker for the title. It's like who's going to challenge her for the title?
Who?
He tears one. It's one of them though, isn't it? It's definitely a New Day. Who? So I don't know. She's 25-0 now, and I just hope they're not going to keep this going for too long. Because everybody, even Bryan Danielson, gave his first loss to somebody who needed it at the time.
Yeah.
But now, obviously, it gives Bryan Danielson the opportunity now to go out there, and it won't be as predictable who's going to win and who's going to lose. Like the whole Jon Moxley thing. Who's going to win? Who's going to lose? Nobody knows because it's on equal ground now because he's had his first loss. Will he win? Will he lose? How many will he win against Moxley? How many will he lose? Well, that's going to be a fucking epic feud.
Yep.
As long as it's not an exploding barbed wire match. Just no. But anyway, I'm done there for this week, I reckon.
Why do I still feel like we've missed something off?
It's probably because we have.
My head right now is just saying, you forgot something. And it's like, for fuck's sake, what the fuck have I forgot?
Oh, that's it. You wanted to talk about the Sash promo.
Oh. There was that. But anyway, we'll get down to that. I'll cover that quickly. But no, I believe there was another thing for AEW. I believe we missed something off. But no, there's that much content. There's only so much we can do. We're going to have to move on. Go to the final point because right now, UKWA is got their. We've got our show coming up on February 19th.
So if you're interested and you live in the UK or in close to Staffordshire and Cheshire, then get your tickets booked.
Get your tickets either at the venue or on the website, whichever. But genuinely, we've already just announced the first match. There will be a post coming out soon in regards to potentially talking about it with the match card, which the match card was revealed on the video footage, if I'm not mistaken, because I believe Sash had a few words to say.
Yeah, he's very confident, isn't he?
Yeah. And to be honest with you, I've got no issues with confidence. It's just it's just cockiness is dangerous.
It's dangerous.
It's dangerous.
Dangerous.
I'm gonna fucking kick off because I've got that fucking.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I do believe that is Matt Burns' first cock up of 2022.
It isn't.
Is it not? Oh,
No.
did I miss one?
You missed one.
What was that?
I'm not saying you have to go hunting for it.
I'm not going hunting for 8 hours worth of fucking content.
Well, if anybody does want to try and find out where it was, let's see if you can find it.
Yeah.
That's an idea.
No doubt we have probably got somebody that will literally know what it is you fucked up on.
Oh, yeah, guaranteed.
And I can't wait until they do because you know what? It'd just be perfect. It would be perfect. But, like I say, dangerously.
Dangerously, it's just because of the fucking ulcer on my tongue.
You keep fucking blaming it on a small little pimple in your tongue.
The problem is, whenever I'm talking, I keep fucking clipping it on my fucking teeth.
I always had you down as a bit of a tongue chewer.
Oh, I do like chewing the fat.
No!
Go fuck yourself.
No!
And that's another way of saying talking too much. Although we could turn around and just say, you talk too much.
Matt Burns, what would your mother say? Oh, fucking hell, actually, no, she would probably say worse than that.
She'd probably tell me, go fuck me, probably tell me off to say you are her real son and that I'm disowned.
What, she said that? That's awesome. I'm forever collecting mothers, I am.
Oh, no. Rephrase.
What?
Rephrase that.
Well, I'm collecting mothers.
How are you collecting them?
Oh, I see what you're getting at. I see what you're getting. Again, ladies and gentlemen, this is not the first perverted thought that Matt Burns has had this year, but yeah. All I'm going to say to you, Matt Burns, is whatever floats your boat, young man.
Whatever, American Pie.
You sick freak.
Anyway, back to it. Sash was very confident in what he was stating, and no doubt about it. Glad to see it, and at the same time, the fact that he is already a double champion.
But just because you're a double champion doesn't mean anything, because we certainly will be putting you to the test. And your first test is a very big test.
Would you say I handled it well?
I would say that we handled it well.
We did.
None other than Clark would.
Good luck.
Good luck, Sash. You're going to fucking need it, because no amount of championships that you've got will save you from a beatdown from Clark Wood.
And they'll look smooth doing it.
And look very smooth. Smooth like melting butter. Is it me, or why do I want to get like a cube of butter and just watch it melt in a pan right now? I might go and do that. No, it's a waste of gas.
But at the same time, I'm just there thinking to myself, why the fuck you keep mentioning butter? Because I'm just there thinking to myself, I'm feeling a little fucking hungry, you bastard.
Well, if that's how turned on you get by bun butter, then,
What the fuck? Just what the fuck? Just no.
You know the bun butter trick, don't you?
No,
do you not know about the bun butter trick? What? Would you like? Would everyone what the bun butter trick is?
No, just fucking no. Because no. Nope. I don't be going out to search for a solicitor. I do not want anyone to be, sending messages saying I'm offended and everything in regards to what you're about to say, even though we've probably already done it already.
No. I have never ever. Or have I? I don't know actually. I probably have said it once already, to be honest.
Wouldn't surprise me. But anyway, point being is no.
That is a story on its own. But if people would like me to cover it, please message into The Burning Truth or Matt Burns, because they will be legally responsible for my actions.
Fucking hell. Just no. Who knows? It can even be that will probably have to be on a fucking very special episode of The Burning Truth, maybe even The Burning Truth After Dark.
My God. I thought, what I thought you said?
What?
Instead of saying after dark, I thought you said F the duck. Oh my God. Oh my. Is it because we're tired or something like that this is just getting fucking weird now?
What the
What?
fuck?
I'm hearing things. It's not my fault. I started back work last week, and now I'm all fucked up in the head because I'm tired.
What? You're all ducked out.
No.
You're quacking mad.
You little sick freak.
You're the one who was just now thinking of saying ducks.
It sounded like you'd said F a duck.
After dark. I'm not. I know we're fucking Stokies, but fuck.
It says a lot when you live in the same area as one another and the language barrier is still there. He's gone. He's gone.
Fucking shit. Oh, God.
We got him. We got him. Well, fuck a duck.
Whatever floats your boat. So anyway, back to it. To everywhere. We're looking forward to that match, which will be Money Mountain versus Clarkwood in the first match of the tag team tournament to crown the first ever UK Heavyweight Tag Team Champions.
I was just about to say, I cannot wait for that final match when we get to crown the new champions. Genuinely, I cannot wait for that. And not only that, we have another surprise coming soon, and that will also be another fucking great reveal. It's honestly, big things are happening at the UKWA. If you're not there, you're going to be square. So, make an effort, have a little bit of a journey to Crewe. Come watch the guys. You won't be disappointed. You won't be disappointed because I'll be there as well. So
Well,
how could you be disappointed by my face?
But then again, at the same time, I've also been doing a bit of research on a certain individual, and found out that I found something quite interesting.
What he actually did? He did punch his therapist.
Oh, he definitely did punch his therapist because I had to pay the bill. I know. Damn you. No, but I actually also know that somebody owes money to somebody.
Okay, I'm intrigued.
Somebody owes money. And I believe you call the person who owes money, I believe you call them a troll.
It was a hobbit, actually.
Oh, doesn't matter. Either way. He owes money.
He looks like a fucked up Lego man.
But anyway, all I know is that he might owe a bit of money to somebody, but
I know I owe him something.
Well, we might not. You might not be owning him for much longer. Well, bear in mind, I want to. I'm tempted to hit him myself, but I can't. I've got to keep professional.
Well, that's why I just called him a hobbit and a funny man. And it's a children's show, so I don't want to swear at him.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Although I was very fucking tempted.
He has that way of things, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's got one of them faces you could slap.
Although, if I really want to obsess him, I could just always have him meet Chantel again.
Oh yes, please do. That'd be great.
Notice the word I just said.
Again.
Because, god damn that kick. Oh.
Yeah. My kick would be a lot heavier, but it'd be straight up his jack.
Do you want to know how bad it was? I actually felt sorry for him. It was that painful. It looked that painful. I actually had a bit of sympathy for him. But it's true anyway. Let's continue on anyway. But we may have more news for UKWA soon.
Yes, interesting times.
That it is. But with that being said, that's going to be a wrap up for the Burning Truth this week. As always, we always say mental health is always a massive case in point. It's something that we've always followed, and we do actually. In what I feel like as though if I repeat what we normally say, it was just going to be saying what we've already said already. Agreed?
Yeah. Yes. Yes, it is true. It is true. We'd already covered it through the episode anyway, so But like he says, mental health is a big thing. Listen to what we always say. The message that we always put out there. Is it okay to be not okay? Blah blah blah. I'm not calling it blah blah. It's just that we've already covered it. So I don't want to sound like a broken record.
In short, mental health is important. Looking after yourself, and don't be a dick.
Yeah.
Job done.
And if you can look after somebody else, do that too.
Please. Be excellent to each other.
Exactly. Bill and Ted.
Hell yeah. And with that being absolutely said and all that, thank you very much for listening to the episode of The Burning Truth. I've been Matt Burns.
I have been Matt Burns' pain in the arse, James Irvine.
That he has, and...
I'm sorry, what was your name again?
What?
What was your name again?
Matt Burns.
It doesn't matter what your name is.
And with that being said, it has been emotional. Please check out your local wrestling. And until next time, we'll catch you on the next episode of The Burning Truth. Till then, catch you later.